Let's go.
Cans. Keep it. There you go. 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 Go.
It is day 12, IIHF World Hockey Championship, the final day of group play. We have a triple header, and we kick it off with France versus Switzerland. And France, their hope's still very much alive. They have to win in 60 minutes, and then they need some help as well later on. For Switzerland and company, the job is simple. Win this game, any capacity, and they're off to the quarterfinals. We know in our group the Czech Republic locked into the third spot. We also know later tonight it will be Russia and Sweden. Winner will take the group. As Leonardo Giannoni gets to start in net. 2 Spengler Cup titles with Davos and a .356 goals against average in this tournament. And Florian Hardy in his 8th World Championship. A 2-2 record, a .274 goals against. So both teams with a lot to play for. And for France, unfortunately, Mike Johnson when you're shorthanded, no Stefan DaCosta, who's leading your team in points, a goal, and 4 assists, and OV2 in the back end. That's going to hurt a little bit.
Yeah, their leading scorer and the NHL defender not available to them. But France kind of locked in, and they're not going to be relegated, but they're not playing to move on to anywhere. So they're trying to put their best foot forward, have a good game, and maybe play spoiler to Switzerland, who has everything on the line in this one.
The chip and chase is on, and into the corner is Noah Rod behind the nets. As Reto Shappy swings at it. France and Czechishvili starts it up ice. As Rek, touch pass, Gutig driving in, Gutig right on net, and Giannoni swings it to the far wall. There's a collision obviously in the net, but play does continue up ice. As Trey swings it to the far corner. Dale receives the pass, and it's long shot bouncing in front, and Ekfoil was driving in, couldn't get there in time. As Texier, the young man who's actually responsible for the under-18 team coming up for the very first time this year. Unfortunately, his age basically aged out, so they couldn't compete at those under-18s in Chelyabinsk and Magnitogorsk. So a young man getting an opportunity here at the Worlds in his first men's World Championship.
Yeah, he's been very good for Dave Henderson, who grabs that puck that was shot over the glass. Caromed off, so no penalty. But you're right, Texier has been excellent. Young guy drafted by Columbus in the second round, and those youthful legs have served him well in this tournament.
Texier now playing pro in Finland, as we got a look at Kevin Fiala, who made the trip over with Roman Josi, two key parts now of this Swiss team.
Should have just chartered a plane from Nashville with all those Predators coming over to this tournament after it was all over. Turris, Menino, Josi, Fiala, Arvidsson, Forsberg, Ekholm.
Josi wearing number 90 and Fiala wearing number 21. There's another guy here wearing 22 named Nino Niederreiter. And as a player, I guess you can speak to those conversations in numbers, Mike, how that all plays out.
Well, seniority generally wins, and plus if you've coming in for the last couple games, the guy's been here for a month, he might also get to keep his number. But Nino Niederreiter was both here first and is older than Kevin Fiala, so he stays with 22. Fiala goes to a pretty close number in 21. And we'll see how they fit in. It resulted in some line shuffling for Switzerland because it put Timo Meier up on the first line with Niederreiter and Enzo Corvi. Meier hadn't played with them until Fiala showed up. Now Fiala and Andrew Ghetto are the second line wingers. That has been a change since the Nashville duo arrived.
Haas working on that line with Moser and Hoffmann. Hoffmann, number 15, actually started the tournament on the top line.
Yep. And they've alternated all kinds of people, right? Hoffmann started, then Moser, and now Meier. But the one constant has been Enzo Corvi and Nino Niederreiter. A pair of longtime friends, former teammates from their childhood years, and they've been attached to the hip both on and off the ice with great success in this tournament.
Great pick on Nino's Twitter feed, and you can see a shot of them as youngsters, and now obviously at this championship battling together for Switzerland. One win away from advancing to the quarterfinals. As the captain, Diaz, starts it up ice. Andrighetto, Vermeen, drops that off. Roman Josi, always dangerous on the offensive side of things for the back end as he's dealing behind the goal line. Or the captain as well, was the captain in Nashville this year for the first time. And what a run they had the last couple of years in the NHL playoffs, not to be this year, and so close last year as Fleury picks it up and ships it to Gallet. And Damien Fleury, he's a guy that France will have to lean on offensively with Stefan DaCosta out of the lineup. He has 3 goals in the tournament. A little bit of speed, drop pass, shot, glove stop early. Fleury and Hardy flashing it for a nice stop.
That's a good grab by Florian Hardy, who's had some nice moments in this tournament. And he shows you the work as Hekfoy gets pushed back by the cross and drop. But see what Hekfoy does as that shot's being released? Recognize he's not in a good shooting lane, so he slides out of the way to give Hardy a better look at it, allowing Hardy to make the nice glove save.
Face off to the right of Florian Hardy as Corvi lines up with Texier. Corvi, nice solid win. Shot from the near circle. Nino Niederreiter couldn't get it through and drives towards the net. Niederreiter continues to work. And finally brought out of the zone by Francis. Trey, little backhand deep in the zone. Texier giving chase. And that'll come out of the zone.
All the way for a tight icing call. A couple of the subtle differences between the international and NHL games. They are much tighter icing, offside, too many men. So you have to pay attention to that. And face-offs for sure, as you take a look at Alexandre Texier. Just 18 years old and thriving in what is a men's tournament. This is not a tournament designed for teenagers.
Is taking the draw and loses it as Janil bumps his man behind the goal line. And France pulls away. Long shot. Missed the mark. Trey, tough angle. Eddie DaCosta, the brother of Stefan, behind the net. Oh, nice dangle behind the goal line. Swings it to the far wall. Shot, tipped, and goes behind the net. Texier losing the battle in the Swiss zone. It comes into neutral ice on the near wall. Shoveled back in, and France looking to change behind the play as Leonardo Giannoni settles it down. Reto Berra has had a fantastic tournament for the Swiss as well. He'll obviously be the go-to guy. I could assume Mike Johnson going forward for Switzerland.
Yeah, it appears that way. You get this start in the game, you have to win.
Got to be careful too, assuming you're going to win this hockey game, because France still has something to play for as well.
You're right. That, you know, you kind of overlook them because you assume Slovakia will beat Belarus, so France would need to win this one in regulation, have Slovakia lose to Belarus, who's not won a game yet. But there is a very minute possibility for France to creep in there. Although I think even they would acknowledge it is very unlikely.
Saying there's a chance, Mike Johnson.
That's all this 1 in a million talk.
We've seen some weird stuff at the World Hockey Championship in the past.
And a different freedom for France to play with. I think that's the biggest difference with these two teams, that France can play fast and free, and the upside of maybe the dominoes fall their way, starting with their own win. For Switzerland, it's not quite the same feeling. There's a lot of pressure on Switzerland, the players, the coaches, the administration of these teams to get to the quarterfinals. The kind of pressure that can sometimes slow you down as opposed to push you forward.
They won silver, Mike, back in 2013, their first medal since 1953, and great to have Roman Josi back, who won that silver. He was tournament MVP, top defenseman, tournament all-star, led all defensemen in points.
That's it.
And was the first Swiss player to ever accomplish that. So obviously having number 90 in the lineup is massive for a number of reasons. As Sven Andrighetto plays pass. Andrighetto was suspended for one game on hitting Strong of Austria, unfortunately ending Stephen Strong's tournament from Mississauga, Ontario, with some knee damage. Chance in the near circle, fired, and that was kind of a strange shot. Bouncing puck to the right of Hardy. Bit of a flutter ball. One more time, one-time shot. As Timo Meier getting a couple good looks. The San Jose Sharks. Former first-round draft pick, one of many on the ice and in this tournament. Nice job from Leclerc, hauled down, he gets it behind the goal line. Back up to Rowe, sent across, shot, never got through, hit Diaz, the captain, in front. Picked up by Anthony Reck. And Diaz able to chip it into neutral ice territory. Here's Damien Fleury. Knocked off his stick by Nino Niederreiter. Corvi, cross pass, Meier fires at a kick stop. Timo Meier, good look from the near circle as the Swiss control the offensive zone. Back up to the point. Long shot. Thought that they'd come back to Josi for the one-time shot in the near circle. It's Corvi. Picks it up. Josi down low, working with Corvi. Backhand to Meier. Up to Josi. Josi waits, fires, in front, rebound. They chip away. Hardy's after it, and he reaches back and holds on just in time with Nino Niederreiter parked right in the crease. We're scoreless at Royal Arena. Welcome back inside Royal Arena, and Mike Johnson, it's been a topic of conversation.
Yeah.
Brand new building, opened up last year, first time ice is put in, and we've seen this a number of times.
Yeah, during the stoppages, they bring out the ice bucket, patch up some of the gouges that get too big, and we are only in 7 minutes into the first of 9 periods today, so we'll see how the ice holds up for Russia, Sweden, the last game, 8 hours from now.
Hoffmann, Moser, Haas, third line out there for the Swiss. As the battle continues in the far corner, Chekashvili tries to chip it up the ice. Eventually freed as turned over again as Treyev was hoping for that stretch pass, didn't get it. Nice job from Sven Andrighetto. Andrighetto by the goal line, whips it in front, and that could have easily been a crease violation, but no whistle down as they're pretty stingy on that. I guess not right there. Nice passing play, shot, tough angle, hits the side of the net. Lichtenberger swings it back down low. Andrighetto with Koukan at the point, and France able to control in their own zone. Chekashvili has the puck for France. Both teams changing up ahead, so it'll be Antoine Manavillon. Playoff Beard moving as he gets it up ice. Chip back at the neutral zone. Gallet fires it back in. And Giannoni plays it behind his goal line. Up to Moser, bouncing puck and a weird one off his skate. And luckily picked up by Mirko Mueller. Good young defenseman in the National Hockey League. Up to Haas. Steps over the blue line. Chekashvili bumps him, but Haas continues to work behind the goal line. Hoffmann trying to help out as Gallet picks that off and sends it up ice. Neat little chip, and Moser's going to go off for a change as he gets it to Diaz, and the captain flips it in. Just cautiously filling each other up here, Mike Johnson, at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I think Switzerland's playing safe, trying to get the pucks in deep, trying to engage on a forecheck.
Chance from the near circle as Perret had a pretty good look from the far circle. Chipped up to the near wall. Noah Rod in front. Kick stop, rebound off the side of the net. As Noah Rod, a great opportunity. And the rebound just to the right of Florian Hardy. Sander works it across far circle. Shot. As Roman Josi let it go, and Josi's off for a change. Sherway. Far wall, turns and fires it for Rod. Little backhand pass, wanted Corvi in front. That's broken up and comes out of the zone. As the speed of Leclerc picked off, Corvi back on the move. Taken down behind the goal line in the near circle. Play continues. Chekashvili up to Guti. Fleury winds up, fires, and right on Leonardo Giannoni as Fleury was looking for goal number 4.
Roman Josi does play a bit of a rover role in the offensive zone. He takes his rebound, and this surprise, he misses this one. He just fans on it, goes over top of his stick on the bouncing puck, and he can't quite find it. Prior to that, this is the best chance of the game so far. Hardy reaching back with his blocker to take it away from Nino Niederreiter. What an incredibly athletic save that is to keep this game at zeros. Switzerland's puck pursuit in the offensive zone has been tremendous to start this game.
And beyond fires, and that just missed, deflected and high and over the net. Hardy not a big guy either, Mike, 6 feet tall, 183 pounds, but athletic as you see there, and doesn't quit. Here's Hoffmann, has Haas behind him. Hoffmann gets to the Haas, swung up back to the points and all the way down the ice over Mirko Mueller. 18th overall pick of the Sharks back in 2013, Mirko Mueller.
And for all the excitement of a guy like Roman Josi showing up, that means someone does in fact have to slide down the lineup. That was Mirko Mueller.
Stretch pass in front. Nino Niederreiter couldn't get there in time to the front of the net as Meyer was playing setup man. Nino again from the slot. Fires, didn't get through. In front, right through the crease. As Heck Foyle was watching him. Timo Meyer behind the net. Nino has it, slings it up. Jumping off the bench is Josi, back to Nino Niederreiter. Diaz waits, fires, kick stop Hardy. Good pressure here from the Swiss.
France is having trouble sorting out what happens when they deactivate down and the wingers slide back up to the blue line. They're not sure. The defenseman in front of the net for France, that time was Gallet, refuses to go out to challenge a forward by the blue line. Giving Switzerland all kinds of time and space in the offensive zone.
So scoreless game here at Royal Arena. Welcome back to Royal Arena in Copenhagen over in Herning. Sebastian Aho has scored for Finland, his 15-point tying Patrick Kane as the Finns a 1-0 lead over the United States. So not good news for Team Canada or Canada fans. Hoping Canada can finish in number 2 in that 2 spot over in Group B.
It's a pretty significant difference. If you come 3rd in Group B, you're facing Sweden or Russia in the quarters. That is a tall task.
We've seen both their body of work, dynamic and seemingly getting better as the tournament goes on. Andrighetto drives, fires, another glove stop from Hardy as Sven Andrighetto. What a look and what a stop.
Andrighetto skating well in this first period, gets to the middle of the ice. And there are times when the goaltender reads the stick and the eyes of the shooter, and this is one of them because Hardy's got his glove out here, taking that puck away before it's even off Andrighetto's stick. Always very frustrating as an offensive player, knowing that the goaltender beat you to the spot, reading whatever tells you have.
Moser, Hoffmann battling behind the goal line. Haas picks it up at the near boards. Back up to the point. Frick sends that across. Frick gets it back. Loads up, fires, and hits a body in front. Frick back on the puck. 8 minutes remaining here in the first period. Haas wheeling to the forehand, just missed wide. Gaetan Haas. Great work from this line. Hoffmann. Mirko Mueller waits, bouncing puck right through the crease. And a penalty to come. Quick shot, scores! Hoffmann, far circle, right in the Swiss bank. 1-0.
Hoffmann is a shooter first and foremost, and he leans on this one. What a play from Paz behind the net. Little bank pass to himself, loses Manon Villon, draws in Perret, and that frees up Hoffmann for the one-timer. The self-pass off the back of the net, cheeky from Haas, and then the high rip of the rolling puck from Hoffmann to get Switzerland on the board. Beautifully done. There was going to be a penalty for holding the stick coming up to France. All that offensive zone pressure finally paying off for Switzerland with their first lead game.
Gregory Hoffmann, Carolina 4th round pick back in 2011. 6 Spangler Cup appearances, a late add to the Olympics in Pyeongchang. He's hopped around a few of the lines, but Hoffmann still producing no matter where they slot him in.
He skates quickly, and he gets the spot, and he can really shoot it. So when he gets the puck on the stick in the right spots, it's a dangerous proposition for the goaltenders.
So exactly what Patrick Fisher, the head coach, looking for. An early goal, make a little pressure off, you grip the stick a little lighter.
And it's good to be rewarded for the good work that Switzerland had done in the first period. Haas draws a penalty there, but Manuel Vion comes in and he gets danced by the slick skating Gaetan Haas. And the recovery scramble leaves Hoffmann open.
Just over 7 minutes to go, and Trey doesn't like that. Him and Niederreiter getting to know each other. Trey's a big boy, 6'4", 220, in his 9th World Championship. Older brother Yorick played for France as well. Yorick was a draft pick of the Hawks way back in 1999. Usually Yorick's here actually competing.
Sasha is, you're right, he's a big, heavy player.
Yes, and they're still jawing at each other with the mouth and the sticks.
Yep.
A couple whacks after the face-off. A lot of battles within battles at this tournament. As turnover, Texier able to pick it up for France. Texier over the blue line, fires it in, and just offside.
It's a big challenge for Texier, who has been matched up against Enzo Corvi, along with his wingers Teddy DaCosta, who's not playing with his brother today, Sasha Trey, and so you're asking a young 18-year-old to play up against the best line with a couple really good NHLers on it. It's a lot in a big game.
It's pretty cool a couple years ago to watch Patrick Laine, MVP of the tournament.
He is the exception, not the rule, those teenagers.
Absolutely. And still involved now in the NHL playoffs, and a possibility, Mike, he could take on his childhood idol, Alex Ovechkin, in the Cup final. Lots needs to fall into place back home, but just over 6 minutes to go in this first period. Gregory Hoffmann scoring the goal. Long pass up to Andrighetto. He's on the move, and Hardy alertly plays it away from him and up ice. Andrighetto has it again. Nice job from Chechvili to pick that off and send it up ice. Both teams changing up ahead. So the captain, Diaz, assessing the situation, and he moves it up ice. Over to Roman Josi, back to Diaz. Diaz stretches it up to Haas, and Hoffmann on the move. Hoffmann to Moser. Back up to Diaz. Roman Josi. Long shot, right of the money. Josi, 4 assists in the playoffs, no goals, but looking to score here at the World Championship. about 1,000 school kids in the house for this game at Royal Arena, Switzerland, France. So the building lively. Long shot, Buchan. Didn't miss by much. It's been lively regardless. Kids or no kids. The adults having a good time too. The big kids. It's France on the move. In front to the forehand. What a stop! Leonardo Giannoni, his best stop of the hockey game, as Anthony Reck was sent it alone. Gallet across. Heck-Foyle could get a good shot off with a near circle. Heck-Foyle. The defenseman's back on it. He's weaving. Look out though. Turnover. And here they come. Nino Niederreiter sends it across. Meyer. Niederreiter. Backhand. How did that stay out? Another chance. Scores. Corvi follows up. 2-0 hockey game.
Missed opportunity so much, at one end and cashed at the other on Resch. On the breakaway, he stopped, turns it over. Heck-Foyle does, and it's 2-0. He dive. You dive there and watch the double flyby by Gallet and by Reck. That decision here in a tough spot. If you're Heck-Foyle here, what are you diving at? You're not going to get there. And then both French defenders don't hang around the front of the net, allowing Corvi there to poke it over top of Hardy. And that's an easy one for Enzo Corvi. And we'll see a little congregation of the French bench if they're looking for any kind of call. I can't imagine what it might be. And that is a tough exchange. There you see the frustration on Anthony Reck's face. Misses at one end. Doesn't get back and stop in front of his own net. Heck-Foyle, bad decision in a bad spot. Just like that, it's 2-0.
25-year-old Enzo Corvi in his first men's world championship. Makes it a 2-0 hockey game, brought in offside by Rod.
So Heck-Foyle, all kinds of mistakes on that play. One, he turns it over the blue line right here. So now you're on the back check. You're sliding and nowhere near him. How is that going to stop any passes going back and forth? You're lying on the ground while the Corvi puts the puck in the net. If you stay on your feet, at least you'll skate back to the crease. Your goaltender makes a great save. You can be there to swat it away. He slides, watches, fails on the play, and he could have been involved trying to break it up. Instead, Corvi makes the lead 2-0.
Chapien, Teddy DaCosta waved out. So now it's Rod and Trey. Taking the draw just outside of the French zone. Shot fired in. Chapien chips it behind the goal line. Metier takes a bump behind the net and starts to play up ice. Trey in a battle right in front of the French bench. There's a bump and a bit of physicality in this hockey game.
You got to stay true to who you are. Neither one of these two teams are particularly physical. They have a couple players on each side, but not team-wide. They are more skill and puck-based.
Under 5 minutes to go here in this first period. The chip and chases on. Douay racing in, but it's Haas picking it up. Haas has Hoffmann. Haas knocks off the puck. Turned over once again. Hoffmann fires, and there's that glove. Hardy.
Wow. A stop by Hardy on Hoffmann. We've already talked about how well he could shoot it. Check out how aggressive Florian Hardy is on this play. He is way outside his crease to challenge and cut down the angle. And another good glove save on Hoffmann. 4 or 5 feet outside the crease. Tony needs to get out there to not give Hoffmann anything to shoot at.
Devin Fiala races into the corner, can't get there in time, and the puck comes all the way out of the zone and into Swiss territory. Buchan slings it all the way up ice with Andrighetto driving to the net. Shot stopped, and again,
Andrighetto is not happy. You see his body language there. Fiala, a nice little pull on the wall, but Andrighetto's wide open on the far post, and he sarcastically maintained his stick availability even after the save. In a passive-aggressive shot at Fiala, like, it's still here, and I'm still wide open. Slide it over to me. It's frustrated Andrighetto off that last rush.
Well, Fiala speaks 5 languages, Mike, so Andrighetto could have used any one of them to get his message across.
I think he used the international hockey language when I'm irritated at my line mate. And I'm pretty sure Fiala got it.
He's 21, right? We're just sorting it out. Fiala, first rounder in Nashville in 2014. Spokane, right back to Giannoni. And that stick's gonna go right in the net. You see that? Giannoni just takes the stick and parks it in his net. Right out of the way. That's awesome. I had to double check there because if a player, I thought a player was swinging his stick to him, which would have been a penalty, but it wasn't his stick, it was somebody else's. Andrighetto, Corvi, Niederreiter gets it off the far boards and starts the play up ice. Timo Meier waits, backdoor, and Niederreiter right into the net. Play continues, and then finally whistled down as Niederreiter had a little tap on Hardy, saying, sorry, bud.
Niederreiter driving to the net. Trying to get available for Timo Meier. As he's tied up, his feet go into Hardy. Referee lets it play out. But as soon as Corvi turned and looked to shoot, then made sure to blow that down for a increased violation on Nino Niederreiter. So you're right, good sportsmanship with Florian Hardy. Apologizing for that collision. It's always easy to apologize when you're up a couple goals.
Did you apologize on the ice a lot, Mike, when you played? Were you an apologizer?
No. That was not in my nature.
Okay. Terry behind his own net to Janil. Works it to Trey. Trey, high flipping shot into neutral ice is Teddy DaCosta. Chasing after it. Janil intercepts that. We're just for 2 minutes to go here in the first period. Texier, a little bit of speed, he'll backhand it in as Trey on the move. Altman has it, gets it to the far boards, and Corvi moves up ice, waits, back to Diaz. Diaz, minute 42 to work with, turns, tries to get it deep on Trey. Collision there in the corner as Rod plays the body. Rod's got a stick tangled up with Texier, and they both go their separate ways. The speed of Josi in, fires, didn't get through. Another shot right through the blue paint, fooled Hardy, fell. He's back up, another shot all the way over to Josi at the far boards. I like your term, the rover. Just scratch defenseman off, the guy just roves around. Oliver Ekman-Larsson for Sweden, a lot like that in this tournament.
Definitely. He's got free reign. They trust his ability to skate well enough that if he does turn it over, he also can get back defensively because he's such a strong skater.
Good work here as Bouet and Perrier working to the point. Shot, stop, rebound in front. Another save. Big ones here from Giannoni in this hockey game. And busting in was Clairaut. Clairaut parked in front. Douay can't hold the zone. He'll fire it in, but France has to check up.
Massive save by Giannoni late in the first period. The tip shot was nice, the rebound even better. France has had a couple really good chances, a breakaway, a couple rebound attempts in front to make this better than a 2-0 deficit.
11 seconds remaining. Moser, the backhand to the far wall. You hear the kids, they're doing the countdown. The play is whistled down.
A penalty coming up to France for a slash as Haas had the stick knocked out of his hands. Here's that previous look. There's the tip, that's an excellent save, but Clairaut right there for the rebound. And Giannoni keeps track of it. And still very athletic, very good glove positioning. Doesn't lose his body. And makes the second save. Here's the little slash in the hands. Like, that is not much of a slash. It's a one-handed poke. Oz would probably hold his stick a bit harder, tighter than that, but either way, Gallet in the box for the last 4 seconds of this period.
Switzerland, a lot of chances on the power play this tournament. They're 7 for 26, a 6th-ranked power play. And for Dave Henderson from Winnipeg, Manitoba, coaching his French side, translating 9 power play goals. That should do it. Face off. Bouncing to the right of Florian Hardy, whose glove was very busy in that opening period, but 2 goals from Switzerland, including 1 from Hoffmann, as of leading. Laura Dyke, Bob Berry with your intermission.
Selvfølgelig også
Okay, Ali. Here you go, boys. Here you go. Here you go. Let's go, Melvin. Come on.
Welcome back inside Royal Arena. Hugo Gallet in the box for 1 minute 57 seconds to start this second period. Your goal scorers in the opening 20 minutes. Gregory Hoffmann, who was just ripping that shot home to make it 1-0, and then Enzo Corvi following up to make it a 2-0 hockey game. Shots, Mike Johnston, 15-6 Swiss, but Giannoni hit a couple nice ones to make sure it's still 2-0.
And those two big saves on the breakaway and on the rebound, Teresh and Claro, make it a different game. Giannoni didn't have to do much, but he was sharp when he did.
Corvi back up to Utusander. Roman Yossi, point man, has it. Utusander, Yossi fires, didn't get through, blocked in front. With Nino Niederreiter parked right in front of Hardy. One-time shot, steered aside by Hardy. Puck comes back up to Yossi at the point. Minute 20 to go in the power play. Utusander, Yossi fires, nice stop Hardy. And the Swiss unable to keep it in, and France finally able to go for a change.
Working the high umbrella with Roman Yossi. Utusander, the shooter, the right-hand shot. France doing a good job getting in the way, blocking the shooting lanes, and blocking some shots.
Diaz, the captain, starts it up ice now in this power play as Haas drives towards the front of the net. Andrighetto. Diaz. One-time shot. Diaz just tipped wide. Andrighetto. Far circle. Shot high and missed everything. It's Kevin Fiala. You want to kind of get that on net if you can. Short-handed. Drive. And intercepted as Florian Bouet kills off a few more seconds. Hoffmann skating, puts on the brakes. Andrighetto plays pass to Diaz. Backdoor shot, and that's swallowed up. Hardy, a good job to stop Fiala. He's trying to go short side. Kevin Fiala skates right by it. France changing. Nice job from Haas in the back check as the penalty comes to an end. So France with a nice penalty kill to start the second period. Antoine Nanavion swings it up ice. Fleury fires, kick stop, rebound in front. Two good saves. Guttig following up, and again, Leonardo Giannoni having a pretty good hockey game here. Not as busy, but he's made some quality saves.
Certainly has. Not helping himself there with the rebound, but getting across on the beautiful second save on Guttig. Guttig did everything he should. Down the center of the ice, stick on the ice, ready for a rebound. puts a lot on it, gets it up in the air. Just Giannone gets across and recognizes that's not a good rebound. Seal the bottom of the net. Good stick position on the push. And Gutig is the latest to be denied from Giannone.
Anthony Gutig in his 5th Worlds for France. Won the Magnus Cup this year. Named after Louis Magnus, the first president of the IIHF. So they could compete for back home in France, their domestic league. Trey takes a bump from Mirko Müller, who intercepts that pass, and the Swiss move it up ice. In front, Timo Meier, Corvi hunting for that rebound, and Trey able to pick it up in front of the slot and directs it behind his own net. Texier chasing after it. Texier up to Teddy DaCosta. Müller. Nice shot from Meier as he stretched for it, put himself offside.
Good thing he did, though. I think if Huck Foy could step in front of Meier there, he might have been off to the races on a line change for Switzerland. Well, Switzerland has done what they've had to do. They were good in the first period. They were the better team. Their top players involved once again. Nino Niederreiter. Strong tournament continues as he picked up an assist on the Enzo Corvi goal.
Now with 7 points, Andrigetto to Fialo in front, right through the crease. Vermin gets it down low. Andrigetto. Vermin. Fiala in front. Back up to the points. Buchan accepts the pass. Andrigetto. One-time shot stopped in front and high into the netting for a whistle as the Swiss were whipping it around, and Andrigetto let that one-timer fly.
Another forward out by the blue line in the offensive zone. Gets a clean shot in on Hardy. Andrigetto's had a good game so far. And as the defensemen activate, he slides up to the middle of the ice, able to tee up a one-timer. The French defender's not willing to chase all the way out to the blue line.
And Andrigetto took on Fiala in the playoffs back home in the NHL.
Yes. Playoff series that was probably a little bit closer than many people thought. Colorado showed well against Nashville.
Roman Josi tying up his man right in front of the Swiss bench at the far boards. Good job to keep it in, at least momentarily, and goes back to the captain, Diaz. Josi to Diaz. Wanted Moser in his skates. Canavion behind Hoffmann, and he'll chip it into neutral ice territory. As we approach the 5-minute mark of the 2nd period, our first of a triple header today on TSN NHL Network. Another turnover and shipped into the French zone. Chappie giving chase behind the net. Sherway there as well, as is Noah Rod, the 4th line out there for the Swiss. Giannone will touch that up to Fora. Noah Rod on the move. Sherway driving towards the net. Long backhand bouncing in front to Damien Fleury. With Stefan DaCosta out of the lineup, your leading goal scorer with 3 goals. Stefan has more points, but Fleury leads the way in goals with 3 for France.
And they really are a duo that play together almost all the time, have great chemistry together. So the absence of Stefan DaCosta is felt in this game.
Nino Niederreiter back up to the point. Gets the pass back. Timo Meier drives by the goal line. Meier has Corvi in the slot. Niederreiter steps in front, and a penalty to come. Timo Meier with space, cutting in, and maybe 2 penalties.
There are double hooks coming up.
Great job, and look out, 5-on-3, and that's all the skating ability that you saw right there to draw the 2.
Ref in the neutral zone got Texier. Ref in the defensive zone got Huck Foy. There's the little hook in the hands that caused the puck to be turned over. And that was the first call.
Number 63, 2 minutes, hook.
And there's the second one to Huck Foy. And the second referee absolutely put his hand up in the air. So yeah, there you go. They did get them both. And so the same guy on the same rush draws 2 separate hooking penalties And now Switzerland will go for a full 2-minute session of 5-on-3.
Well, if you're Switzerland,
You end the game right here. You grab one minimum, push it to 3, and feel very good about your chances of securing your quarterfinal berth.
at best, the Swiss can finish 4th in the group. 3-spot locked up to the Czech Republic, and tonight we'll find out. I'm looking forward to this one, Mike. Sweden, Russia, they've been the cream of the crop in Group A. Winner takes the group. And the way it's looking right now, Finland up with the United States 2-0. It's looking like Canada will probably finish 3rd, depending on a comeback there for the Americans. And Canada would get a tough team in their
Finland or
quarterfinal
Russia.
matchup.
That is a very difficult quarterfinal game.
Here's Corvi. So 5-on-3 time for the Swiss. Back up to Yossi. Utenwerger. For Corvi, right over his stick and fire down the ice. Sander moves it up ice. Sven Andrighetto. Back up top. Sander, Yossi. Corvi. As they switch up positions. Corvi now from the slot. One-time shot. Sander rebound in front. Niederreiter Stone. Another chance. And how about the saves from Florian Hardy?
He is having himself a highlight reel night. Multiple stops. Sanders out here specifically to shoot it. First save's a good one. Niederreiter rebound, and then the reset, even though his stick is tied up in the legs of Nino Niederreiter, Hardy leaves his blocker hand over there, focusing on the puck and able to make another glove save.
It's the first time, too, since 2010 that France, someone other than Cristobal Huet, your starting goalie. Huet winning a Stanley Cup with the Hawks. And now Hardy carrying the load here in net and in tough. 5-on-3 continues. Shot just a piece. Hardy got directed behind the net. Sander has it. Yossi fires. Kick stop Hardy. Andrighetto to Yossi. Sander right in the slot. Corvi near circle. Corvi sends it across in front. Niederreiter tied up. Corvi. Yossi waiting. Sander. Oh, he wanted it. Yossi fires, and that's high and off the top of the glass. Corvi again. Backdoor just tipped enough. 20 seconds remaining. Sander fires, tipped, and that's high over the net. Andrighetto. Yossi fakes the shot. Near circle. Yossi back up top. 6 seconds to go. Sander. Yossi fires it again. The glove stop from Florian Hardy. He might get a Major League Baseball contract with that glove.
He is dazzling out here. A nice kick save on Yossi. And it's pretty clean rotation. He knows where the shots are coming from. Finally, Yossi goes for a different look, but Hardy with the quick legs beats Niederreiter to the point of attack and gets the puck first. And then the last one, he makes that one look easy. Roman Yossi, Sander peppered him from the blue line.
27 shots, 7 on this power play, Mike.
27 shots through 27 minutes of play.
Stop 25 of them. Quality stops. Full strength now as 2 guys come out of the box, and here comes Texier. With speed, Texier, Fleury drives the net and picked off by Rod. Tried to spray Shoppy up ice. And it's fired a minute back in by France. Those 2 guys had some jump in their step coming off the bench, watching their teammates kill off that 5-on-3. As the Swiss will chip it in, changing behind the play, Rod behind the net. Him and Sherway. Big collision there, and as Haas getting tied up with Fleury. Fleury's on a big guy, then he kind of throws his stick at him. Half getting up, half frustration. Fleury now without his stick. And the Swiss changing and getting set up. Mirko Mueller. Near blue line. Swings it across, long shot.
Linesman just took the stick and put it in the penalty box. Damien Fleury wants to pick it up at the blue line. You don't take it off the ice if it's not broken.
So Fleury, wow, look out. Guttig nearly stole it and took off. The Swiss, though, in Hoffmann.
At this point, he could have gone to grab his stick, but his stick's not on the ice. And now the referee recognized it. He puts it back in his hands, and he's going to drop it back on the ice. Now Fleury's changed and put it back in the box.
That's Jake Davis, the United States linesman.
Sometimes less is more out there.
So now the linesman has a stick, and now Giannotti's lost his stick. A yard sale at Royal Arena. Everyone come on down and grab a stick.
My goodness.
This is awesome.
And now
playing.
Jake Davis putting it back in the penalty box.
Corvi picks it off. Yossi down low and tipped just wide by Timo Meier. What a sequence. As Teddy DaCosta, one-on-one, head up, looking for help, drops it off. It's in the skates and trail. Timo Meier takes a bump.
To complete the story, the penalty box attendants is now running the broken stick around to the French bench in behind Giannoni to get it to Fleury.
Or is it broken?
There he is coming towards the bench to deliver the stick that was mistakenly taken from the ice. Good stuff.
We return with Gone with the stick right after this. Welcome back to Royal Arena, where Stickgate has taken over here in the second period. Mike, have you ever seen anything like that?
No, have not. Linesmen trying to do their job and get a broken stick off the ice, but really making a mess of it, and then trying their best to clean up the mess and compounding the problem. That was good stuff. And Damien Fleury came out during the break saying, "What's going on out there? You can't be taking my stick off the ice just because I dropped it." So he knew what was up. He had to play without a stick for a little bit.
And I'm sure his language wasn't as pleasant as the language you just used.
No, might have been cleaned up a little bit.
Nice job from Chekshvili. Drives into the corner, swings it around to Douay. Perrier behind the net, picked off by Andrighetto. Kukan up to Kevin Fiala. And just a step offside was Andrighetto. Those two getting their signals crossed up a little bit here in this hockey game, Fiala and Andrighetto.
And trying to find a little chemistry between the two of them.
Swiss leading 2-0 here at Royal Arena. Welcome back inside Royal Arena. 2 goals in the opening period. Gregory Hoffmann, Enzo Corvi. And the situation simple for the Swiss, a win in any fashion. They lock up the 4th spot in the group and make the quarterfinals. France an outside chance, but they have to win in regulation. Down by 2 and in tough, especially when you don't have a stick. A shot handled by Giannoni, steers it behind the goal line. Roman Josi picks it up to Rod. Rod tries to protect the puck, gets some help. It's fired in by Shapi. As Kevin Hickfoyle head up and on the move. Hickfoyle over the blue line. To the far boards. Backhand behind the net, one of Gutig. As Mirko Mueller works it cross ice, Gutig intercepts it over the blue line for Fleury. Fleury tried to drive it into a dangerous area, and that's picked off. Hoffmann was one step away from being in, but no one could get him to pass.
Got to step off. I don't want to pick on the officials here, but you got to step off the wall there. You can't be pinned against your legs against the boards if you know the chip pass is coming. You got to read the play too if you're a linesman or an official.
Altman swings it at the far boards to Moser over his stick, and Chekshvili has it for France. Rek swings and fires it in and puts his man offside.
Too many men call. 6 guys still on the ice for Switzerland. As a broken line change results in 4 forwards on the ice.
We got 2 minutes penalty for many men on ice.
I think Niederreiter and Meyer both jumped for Moser. And miscommunication results in them being shorthanded. There you see the 4 guys jump, 2 already on the ice. Niederreiter recognized it right away, and he tries to get back to cover it up. And that's a 6 spot. And so for France, who have been on their heels, they do have a chance, courtesy of their goaltender, to get back in this game, because Florian Hardy has been brilliant to keep it to 2-0.
So Timo Meier will serve the penalty. Face off to the left of Giannoni. Vermeen battles in the far corner. Works up to the neutral ice area, and Shapi chasing after it. Texier watched by Vermeen. As Texier will drop it off. Damien Fleury over the blue line for France. Fleury back to Hickfoyle. Hickfoyle puts on the brakes. Back to Fleury. Fleury has Rek with him. Texier out there as well, and Gutig. Hickfoyle. Fleury in front, didn't get through. The Swiss unable to clear, right to the point. Hickfoyle fires. Nice block there from Rod in front. Hickfoyle still has it. Texier. Minute 6 to go in the power play. Texier slings it across. Fleury. Hickfoyle. Fleury winds up and whistles that wide. Picked up on the near boards from Texier. Texier tried to go direct down low. Fora able to fire it down the ice, and the Swiss a much needed change. Hickfoyle up to Trey. Turnover. Sherway. Shorthanded, tried that drag move, and that was broken up. Manavillon starts up ice for France as Manavillon fires it all the way around the boards. Wants Trey. He's taken down at the far wall. As Sherway controls, sends it across, and the captain, Diaz, fires it all the way down the ice. So a bit of a broken record here on this French power play. A power play that comes to an end as Timo Meier steps out. So from 6-on-5 to 5-on-5 after the 5-on-4. Trey. Teddy DaCosta gives it back to Trey. Trey, the backhand. Manavillon. Long shot deflected behind the net by Teddy DaCosta. Teddy's going off for a change, and Timo Meier's working up ice. Meier drops it off, swung back into the near wall. Meier slings it out. Nino Niederreiter chases after it. Nino's got to come out of his zone. Nice move at the blue line, picked off Altman's back to the Swiss. And they'll chip it along the boards. Manavillon works it back up ice for the French. Perrier Moving in, Perrier fires, deflected rebound, and Manavillon was driving. And Giannoni, a bit of an awkward save, but he looks to be okay, but he went down awkwardly after the initial stop. Now the hands up. As the Swiss leading 2-0 here in the second.
France, player number 12, 2 minutes, triple.
Welcome back to Royal Arena. Clara in the box for France for tripping, so the Swiss back on a power play and had a pretty good look. The 5-on-3 for a full 2 minutes, but no scoring yet in the second period. Andrighetto tries to go backdoor and deflected high as he was looking for Kevin Fiala.
France penalty killers doing a job, blocking shots and getting in passing lanes as best they can, as they'll have to do another 2 minutes here as Clairot got his stick caught between the legs of the Swiss skater. As soon as the crossover is attempted, you go down every single time.
Face off one, back to Diaz. Diaz, Yossi. Andrighetto. Down low and was behind the net. Back up to the point, Diaz. Andrighetto winds up, fires, blocked in front. Fired all the way down the ice over the head of Diaz.
Feels like Andrighetto's got the goal-scoring mentality today. He is shooting everything, so watching the puck gets on his stick.
Here's Andrighetto over the blue line. Swings it for Kevin Fiala over his stick. And Diaz has to hustle back. As Diaz chips it to Fiala. Leclerc watching them closely. Fiala now making moves through neutral ice. Kevin Fiala drops it off, drives the net, gets the pass back. Fiala wanted a call. The stick basically slashed out of his hands, but play continues and the young man frustrated.
Broke his stick on a slash, but did not break in 2 pieces, so the referee couldn't call it until after the fact, which he wouldn't do.
Yossi drops. Meyer in front, the give and go, broken up. Utensander. Yossi switching positions, down low, in front, shot just wide. 25 seconds to go in the power play. Nino Niederreiter to Yossi. At the blue line, Yossi passes it back. Corvi, Yossi, one-time shot, Andrighetto scores! Weird deflection. He didn't catch all of it, but it works. Power play goal, and it's 3-0. And that was Utensander let it go. My apologies, to make it 3-0 from the near circle.
He's the trigger man, right shot defenseman, there to shoot the puck. And Roman Yossi sells a slapper, and he flutters this one, but he gets it past the shot blocker of Thomas Thierry. Good setup by Corvi, dragging down Ritz. And then there you see it, knuckling past Hardy, who cannot see the puck at all. And the Swiss take advantage late in that power play to make sure that they get the 3rd goal, stretch it out a little bit more. And Utensander making the most of his power play time.
Roman Utensander, power play goal, and it's 3-0 for the Swiss. Under 3 minutes to go here in the second period. As the Swiss and their fans, a little bit of life as Shoppy skating in.
French player tied up there. Damien Fleury in behind with Giannoni as he's battling in front of the net. Number 9, cross check into the back from Mirko Müller. No penalty called, and Fleury a little slow to get up and get off the ice. Was the reason for the whistle. No, it's as textbook a cross check as you can give. What I don't get, Brian, is that if the offensive player, if Fleury turned around and cross checked Mirko Müller that same way and knocked him down, he'd get a penalty every single time in front of the net, and yet they won't call that on defenders. It is an inconsistency that always has bothered me as an offensive guy.
Teddy DaCosta back for France, chips it up into the neutral ice territory, all the way down to the Swiss zone. As Texier chasing after it, as is Mirko Müller. Texier with Teddy DaCosta going to the front of the net. DaCosta knocked down again, and him and Müller, he's had enough. He's giving it back to Müller. Teddy DaCosta not happy with the cross checks.
Call the first cross check. Call it a penalty for what it is. You have to worry about anything escalating. You let Müller run around smoking everyone in the back as he sees fit.
Here's Fiala, steps over the blue line. Fiala knocked off the puck, goes to the far wall. Fiala backhand in front. Shot, Andrighetto. That didn't get through. And a possible 2-on-1 the other way. Texier sends it across. Shot again. Stopped by Giannoni. Back and forth action. Josi trying to get into the play. Josi followed up. Couldn't get a good shot off. Haas, near circle, trying to protect the puck. Gaetan Haas. Back up to Josi. Shot through traffic, didn't get through. Final minute in the second period as Diaz finds Josi. Josi with his head up. Far circle, Josi in front. Bouncing puck cleared out of harm's way by France and chipped out of the zone. Nice job by Douay as the Swiss relentless. Moser on the move again. The nifty backhand. Josi's going to get it in deep and then go off for a change. With 30 seconds remaining, and Hoffmann watching things, he's going to change up too. Ray accepting the stretch pass, and he chips and chases and lays the body, lost his stick. He gets it back and sets up in the near circle. As the puck battle continues to the left of Giannoni. Fritz, cross ice. Shot right on as Chekshvili let it go from the blue line. With 7 seconds remaining in the second period.
Oh, Untersander has got the big shot, the right-handed stick, and that is why he's on the power play. He's over on that Ovechkin circle for that very reason, not for his puck handling, but just to be the trigger man. And with Roman Josi and Corvi dancing around the far side of the ice, it does open up a one-timer. Just got to get in the top of the net, past the shot blocker, and chance to score, and he did just that.
Final seconds of the period. France controlling off the face-off, but it's picked off, and Sherway chips it down the ice. So that'll do it for the second period. And a big shot from Ramon Untersander. Power play goal in his second men's world championship has made it 3-0. Laura Dyke and Bob Airy with your intermission shortly.
number 63, 2 minutes, hook.
welcome back inside Royal Arena. It is day 12, final day of group play in game 1 of our triple header here on TSN. And Switzerland 20 minutes away from advancing to a quarterfinal spot at this year's World Championship. Ramon Utensander, power play goal to make it 3-0. Shots 28-11 in favor of the Swiss. Enzo Corvi, a goal and an assist. As Czechishvili chases behind the French net, trying to come up with a puck. And he's able to chip it out of the zone. If you're Patrick Fisher, head coach, Mike Johnson, you have to be pretty happy with the way your team has stepped up and did pretty much exactly what you had to do.
They've played well, but they've also been bailed out a couple times by their goaltender, who's made some big saves to keep this a very comfortable 3-goal margin. But I imagine they'll be pretty defensive, 5 guys back in the zone just like this, and try to make France come through them all, which they're going to have a hard time doing.
Giannoni behind the net, turns it over, Teddy DaCosta. He is pinned and pinned hard, not going anywhere. Buchan, Utensander, big body, loses his stick. Stretched up ice and picked off by Heckfoil just in time. Otherwise, Nino Niederreiter was moving on in. Lero has it for France, up to Douay. Douay drives in behind the net. Fora watching him, centering pass in front. Picked up by the Swiss. Andrighetto chips it into the French zone. Puck comes behind the goal line. Andrighetto slow to get back up to his feet. Penalty to come. Extra attacker is out, so the Swiss about to go to the power play. See if they can do what they did in the first period and score in this similar situation. As Fora has it up top. Andrighetto dishes down low for Kevin Fiala. Vermeen in front. Vermeen had a little more time than I think he thought. He probably could have tried a little spin around his shot. Andrighetto in the slot. Fiala with a good look, and that's stopped. Kevin Fiala, what a chance in the slot as the Swiss dominating right now. The French side exhausted. Andrighetto in front, tipped, bouncing puck and just over Haas's stick. So across, tip, scores, own goal. Are you kidding? Off the pass attempt, Gallet off his stick into the back of the net. And the Swiss will take it 4-0 on the delayed penalty.
Kevin Fiala, the recipient of the lucky break, but a lot of good work for Switzerland goes into setting up this last chance. Tired legs, tired minds for France out there, and Fiala's trying to go all the way through the crease to Andrighetto on the back door. A little pop pass from Haas into Fiala. And when you get tired, everything stops working. Not just your legs, your mind, your hands, and Hugo Gallet frustrated after poking that one in. A bit of a meltdown on the bench.
So
twice with the 6-on-5 delayed penalty, cashing in.
Hoffmann and Fiala. So Kevin Fiala making it a 4-0 hockey game. Kevin with 4 points in 12 playoff games back home in North America this year for Nashville. Mentioned too, he speaks the 5 languages, pretty impressive. English, German, Czech, Swiss, and Swedish. So that'd be a good guy to go on a road trip with. The power of language is Pere behind the goal line. Shovels back to Czechishvili. Long shot deflected, scores! The nice tip in front. Leclerc got a stick on it up top, so France finally on the board. It's 4-1.
Guillaume Leclerc in front of the net, parks himself there and finally able to track this puck. Look at all the bodies got to go through. 3 layers of Swiss jerseys past Untensander's leg, and it looks like Leclerc gets a little tip on it. Nice shot from Czechishvili. Get all the way through there. Yeah, really well done. Slapping down on it. Leclerc rides up the top of his blade and past Giannoni. So France not ready to concede this game just yet. Trying to fight their way back. They do need to win this game and get some help to have a chance at the quarterfinals, but they're going to keep fighting all the way through.
And they have to win in 60 minutes, unfortunately for them. Turnover right in front and flips high and to the far wall just in time by Anthony Reck. Manavion starts it up ice for France to Chekashvili. Goutig touches it, goes behind the goal line. The race is on behind the net as Reck blows the tire. He's not happy about it as he delivers a check after the play.
French are getting a little irritated with some of the infractions that Swiss have been using. Watch them go after number 41, Mirko Müller. Already seen a couple of hard hits and extra slashes onto him for his lumber work this game.
Timo Meier just picked off by Gallet. Long shot from the blue line, handled easily. Bouncing puck, and there's Andrighetto has it. Steers the puck up to Roman Josi. Josi moving. Josi fires and whistles that wide. When he winds up skating, it just looks so effortless on this big ice.
You don't appreciate how fast he's going until he skates past the checker.
Swung back up to the far blue line. Josi tried the give and go. Took a stick in the midsection there, and Swiss have to reset. The captain, Diaz, fires it in. Kevin Fiala. We made it a 4-1 hockey game back on the ice. Diaz up for Sven Andrighetto. Or to Fiala, sends it across. Big shot, and that was just whistled wide.
Full slapper from 20 feet.
Josi, he can skate, he can shoot. And if they got to go deep into these playoffs, they're going to rely on number 90. Moser tried to chip it down low for Hoffmann. Goes over Hoffmann's stick. Kukan takes a bump at the far wall. Gets bumped again. Tough shift for Kukan as Clairot hit him and digs the puck out with his skates to his stick and goes to Chekashvili. Up to Douay. Off Douay's stick. Picked off by Hoffmann. Douay gets it again. Drives in the slot. Bouncing puck. Nicholas Ritz tried to make a play, and it's back into neutral ice, and Manavion is pass into some skates, and the Swiss changing up ahead. Buchan looking for that home run pass, and that'll be icing, so the face-off in front of Leonardo Giannoni.
Well, Roman Josi getting a little bit more aggressive here in the third period. Rushes up and then tries to go top glove on Hardy one time. Takes another pass. This is not a replay. This is a full slapper. Oh my goodness. He's got Hardy beat clean, but just sails it over top of the net. 7 shots on goal plus some misses from Roman Josi. Just a couple games.
Puck of the far circle. Cedric pass in front. Back up to Manavion. Fires deflected twice. Never got through, and Manavion's got to back up. As Rod was streaking in, Chappie laid out in front of the French bench as he chips it in deep behind the goal line. Manavion has the puck stripped off his stick by Timo Meier. Nino Niederreiter lurking in the offensive zone. Corvi skates after it. Back to Mirko Müller. Timo Meier has it for the Swiss. Up to Nino Niederreiter. Meier to the net. Drives. Tipped. And nice stop from Hardy. Back up to the slot. The captain dangling in. Diaz had it knocked off his stick. Nino Niederreiter behind the net. 1-on-2. Still fishing for that puck. Meier, Niederreiter. Timo Meier for Corvi at the far side. Corvi far boards, backhands it down. Nino Niederreiter. Nice work from this Swiss side, and eventually comes out of the zone as Yossi couldn't hold it in. French changing behind the play. Alexander Texier has it for France. Away he comes. Has to hold up as Teddy DaCosta was already in the zone, so they have to try one more time. Is that on Teddy or is that on Texier?
Well, I mean, I don't know where Teddy DaCosta is going. There's no pass there, and he doesn't even attempt to stop. Feels like if you're not open, you can't just barrel into the offensive zone as though you're irritated. It's just so much.
Turnover in front, back pass, and Swiss unable to get a shot on. Goaltender swings it across. Broken up by Trey. Big shot, just trickles through the crease. How close was that as Giannoni got just enough? Teddy DaCosta backhand in front. As Andrighetto plays it to the far wall. Goaltender, who has a goal in this hockey game, dishes it behind the net. Goaltender to Kukan. As we get closer to the midway point of this third period. Shifted to neutral ice. Shekshvili. To Manavion. Centering pass in front, and it's right on net. No rebound available. As Lemperrier let it fly. It's 4-1 Swiss.
Welcome to School of the game.
Welcome back inside Royal Arena. And a 4-1 advantage for Switzerland. Perrier, Douay, Clairot. Up front for France. Reto Chape to take the drop for the Swiss. The Swiss control. As Sherway on the move. Manavion racing to meet him. Sherway, Manavion ties him up. As Douay has it. Yep.
Oh, Rod check behind the net. Maybe a boarding penalty. See if France can do what Switzerland's done a couple times here. Extended 6-on-5 sequence resulting in a goal.
Chekashvili fires it in, and I'm just going to say, I don't think so, Mike.
You almost wonder if Shekshvili realized that they had a power play there, because if you do, then you don't dump it in the corner where the goalie can get it. At least try to walk someone.
Number 46, elbow.
So he's going to get the elbow on Rod for his check-in behind the net. Shekshvili protects the puck, presents the back, and I guess the elbow rides up. The number is into the back of the head. This game is beginning a little bit chippier, and maybe the refs will crack down on some of these hits to make sure it doesn't get out of hand.
Rod, a second-round pick of San Jose back in 2014 in the box. One-time shot high and whistled wide. Tarek to Damien Fleury. Near circle. Fleury. Tarek. Boutique parked in front. Ekful. Here's Fleury. Waits, fires, rebound in front. Boutique fanned on it. Couldn't get a good shot off. Moser working to free the puck, gets it to the captain Diaz, who fires it down the ice, and the Swiss with a full change. Ekfoil starts the play. Rack behind the net. Boutique skates by it, comes back to the near wall. Texier, good job to keep it in momentarily and then fired down the ice.
France has not been helped out by their power play in this game.
And here's a steal behind the goal line as that foil and shovel drop pass shot, and that goes just wide. Shoppy, pretty good look, shorthanded, continues to work. Moser, Shoppy on the penalty kill. As France looks to get set up. Teddy DaCosta.
That's why they missed Stefan DaCosta, their quarterback. And he sets the table for everybody else in the power play.
Teddy gets it to Chekshvili, down low, Menevion in deep now. Menevion up top, shot, Teddy DaCosta, let it fly, didn't get through. And again, the Swiss firing it down the ice. Strong game for the Swiss and Patrick Fisher and their special teams.
Talked to some of the Swiss delegation last couple of days, and they were feeling the stress. They were feeling the pressure of having to win. And they recognize that upsets can happen, do happen every single year, and they didn't want to fall victim to it. The team responded pretty well, especially their goal in the first couple periods. Giannoni making all the big saves to make sure this game didn't ever really feel like it was in doubt.
Back to 5-on-5 behind the play, collision and a penalty to come as Florian Hardy slow to get up, and that looks like Corvi got into the mix. He's slow to go to the bench for the extra attacker. So France with the power play, Corvi to the box when we come back.
Swiss, number 71, 2 minutes goaltender interference.
Welcome back. Switzerland up 4-1, and Florian Hardy, the netminder, got bumps up, and he's just kind of hanging out beside his bench right now as Enzo Corvi's in the box.
I think he popped the strap that goes through his skate blade that keeps the toe of his pad strapped down as Enzo Corvi accidentally skates in. And watch the laces start banging around though when he skates in right there. You see the left foot lace get loose, and he's got to re-thread it and tie it back up. So they're still ongoing with this repair, not yet looking to get the next goalie in, which is today Sebastian Ylonen. First time he's played, but you see the little lace they're trying to string through. And it's a lot of pressure on the training staff when everyone's waiting for you to fix this skate, get this lace through, and he is struggling doing it.
The mascot, Duckley.
And at some point, you don't wait. Like at some point, you got to get the other goaltender in. If the pad breaks that you can't fix it fast enough, then we're getting to that point here. It's almost time to put the other goaltender in and get Hardy out of the net.
All right, in the meantime, let's go. Sweden, Russia, tonight, handicap it for us.
It's going to be a great game. Both teams deep, offensive, have had good goaltending throughout. And the best part about it is that there's a lot on the line, because fourth place in the other division, another group, will likely be Latvia or Denmark. So if you win that game, you probably want Latvia or Denmark before you get Canada. Second gets Canada, with Finland now up 4-0 on the United States. So Finland looks like they are going to win first in Group B. US will be second in Group B. third and fourth is still up in the air. Canada could actually finish all the way down to fourth, depending on how these things shake out. But if they pull points out of Germany, that won't be the case. If the numbers play the way they're supposed to, Canada third, Denmark, Latvia fourth. That's a big bonus for finishing first in Group A, which will make tonight's game that much better. And we'll see Forsberg and Ekholm are in the country, but their equipment and all of it might not be. Matthias Ekholm might not have had his bags arrive with him. His clothing did, but not his hockey equipment. He got his sticks, but not his gear, so Sweden scrambling, look out, to try to sort that out before tonight as well.
I was going to say could borrow sticks from Damien Fleury possibly, but Fleury's had trouble with sticks in this game too, if you're just joining us.
There'll be a collection of them in the penalty box.
The linesman grabbed his stick and fired it in the box. Anyways, go to tsn.ca for that, but that was pretty funny if we don't get a replay in this broadcast. So the Swiss on the penalty kill. Sherway with Rod. Sent across to Rod and just right over his stick. Couldn't get a shot off. Here's Fleury now. Frustrating game for Fleury wearing the C. Pass in front, short-handed. Nice job. Rod and Sherway getting a lot of time on the penalty kill. Trey brings it in. Wraps it along the boards. Roman Josi. Long shot off the glass and all the way down the ice as the Swiss change it.
Ideally, that stop-up play by Sacha Trey would happen at the hash marks, not 10 feet inside the blue line. Give yourself some more space up high in the zone. When you're not fast enough to push the defenders back, then you have to do it just inside, and Trey is big, not the quickest.
And speaking of quick, here's an opportunity, short-handed shot, scores! Simon Moser, short-handed goal, as the Swiss have basically booked their ticket into the quarterfinals.
Good finish for Simon Moser. Quick release, low blocker side above the pad. I mentioned Trey not the quickest. He's got to try to get back, skating backwards. Can't really close it down quick enough on Moser, who rips this one. Head up. That is a beautiful release. Accuracy, but the quickness of the release fooling Florian Hardy is now. Swiss are stretching it out to 5-1. Will finish fourth and play Finland in Herning on Thursday.
Simon Moser, short-handed goal. And just 7 seconds remaining now in the power play for France. In what's been a good tournament in the sense that they're staying up. Adamian, tough angle shot, rebound in front. And Perrier chases behind the net. And the penalty comes to an end.
Yeah, that's a good point. France, you know, disappointing end here. They got to the last game with a chance, an outside chance of making the quarterfinals.
Centering pass in front, shot, didn't get through. It bounces to the right of Giannoni and cleared out by Niederreiter.
I'm sure if you talked to the French before the tournament started, said you can go to the last game on Tuesday, and if the numbers fall properly for you, you could make the quarters. They probably would have signed off on that.
Here's Leclerc. Keep in mind too, France first came up back in 2008. Sometimes you bounce around in that Division I tournament. They came up and they stayed up in Austria for the first time since France did it. They come up after winning the D1 tournament in Ukraine, and they stay up for next year in Slovakia.
And also you got to remember France, Belmar, NHLer, not available. Antoine Roussel, NHLer, not playing. Ovitu, NHLer, has been in and out of the lineup with injuries. So Dave Anderson has done a nice job getting the most, I think, out of his team as he could expect to.
And as we mentioned a few times, no Stefan Acosta in this hockey game.
Yeah, that doesn't help either.
Hardy's been busy. He's made a lot of saves.
Stat line won't look pretty with 5 goals against, but he's been good.
Under 5 minutes to go now in this third period, as the Swiss looking to bank their spot into the quarterfinals. And they're just a few minutes away from making it official as Josi Has the stick tied up by Janil. Fired in, centering pass for Fleury. He was watched closely. Couldn't get a shot off. And Draghetto swings it across. In front, tipped and just wide with Fora right in the crease area, looking for an opportunity. In front again, right through the crease. Vermeen tried to play setup man. Picked off by the French and fired in right on Giannoni. He's quick to play it. And the Swiss faithful right behind Leonardo Giannoni. A couple hundred of them getting ready to salute their team. Joel Vermeen lost that. He's going to go off for a change. And Draghetto fires, stopped. Up to the near wall. Diaz couldn't keep it in as Trey, a big body to deal with. Eitan Haas behind his own net. For Captain Diaz. Nice job from Frick. Protects the puck. Shot deflected. Stopped by Hardy. As Haas was looking for a redirect in front. Perreault fires rebound, and Frick, a nice job to steer it into the corner. Teddy DaCosta skates into the corner, pinned by Frick. As DaCosta squeezing the puck along the far wall. Clairot trying to help, as is Janil.
The question becomes now, what could Switzerland do against Finland? Quarterfinals, do they pose a threat to Finland? Now, Finland has looked great, crushing Canada and dominating the U.S. today, but they've also lost to Germany and to Denmark. So it's been a strange tournament that way for Finland, where Sebastian Aho is doing whatever he wants offensively, it seems, but they've lost a couple games to countries they usually beat.
Ritz fires, and getting a piece was Giannoni.
Maybe that gives Switzerland some confidence that certainly it's possible.
I was in Herning, about a 3.5-hour train ride from Copenhagen when Freddie Anderson started the game, and that's his city he's from. He was a hero in that hockey game, and that city was electric into the wee hours of the morning after that win over Finland.
It may be that way again tonight as Denmark and Latvia square off in the last game in Herning, with the winner going on to the quarterfinals.
Take the over on the loud, the fans, and the drums from Latvia.
Latvian fans, they will be outnumbered greatly, but they'll do their best to equal out the noise factor.
Backhanded behind the net for Manavion. Just over a minute to go now in this third period. Goutig and a high sticking call. So France will end this game on the power play.
Goutig had some chances early in the game. Mirko Müller, who has been using his stick aggressively throughout this game, will spend the last bit of it in the penalty box as he gets his stick up into the face of Goutig on the slide by. So one more chance for someone to get on the board for France before they call their tournament complete.
So a few things, Mike, we know for sure.
Okay.
Swiss will take on Finland, that's for sure. The Czechs will take on the United States, that's for sure. Canada will likely finish third, likely, so they'll face the
winner of Sweden-Russia.
Exactly.
Or, sorry, yeah, the loser of Sweden-Russia.
The loser of that game, correct.
Yeah. And then the winner of tonight's game, Sweden-Russia, will get the winner and fourth place finisher of Latvia and Denmark. So still something to be decided this afternoon and this evening. Canada still needs to secure their third place finish, and then the late games have massive implications for first in our group and fourth in Group B.
35 seconds remaining as Trey hits Manavion. Manavion has it chipped away. Noah Rod was looking to get sent in. Trey behind the goal line. Roman Josi able to chip it to Sherway, sent all the way down the ice. And again, the Swiss able to change as they continue to kill off this power play. 5 seconds remaining. McFoyle, long drive. Gutierrez fires it behind the net, and that will do it as the Swiss officially book their spot into the quarterfinals. As Patrick Fisher, the head coach, celebrating on the bench. Their last medal, silver, back in 2013, and they're off to the quarterfinals here in 2018 in Copenhagen.
IIHF Council member. The best player from Team Switzerland, number 49, Florian Orti. Sorry, it was of course. Best player from Team Switzerland, number 63, Leonardo Giannoni. Ladies and gentlemen, now the award of the 3 best players of Team France in the tournament will be presented by Krusovic, official sponsor of the 2018 IIHF Ice Hockey World Championship. The 3 best players award are selected by each team and will be presented by Maja Grimlich, Chief Marketing Officer of 2018 IIHF Ice Hockey World Championship Organizing Committee. The 3 best players of Team France are number 9, Damien Fleury, number 84, Kevin Ecofeuille, and number 49, Adi Florent. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Switzerland. IIHF Ice Hockey World Championship will continue in Royal Arena today at 4:15 with the game between Belarus and Slovakia. Get your official merchandise today. Don't forget to visit the NEH merchandise tent in the fan zone. Also, don't forget to buy your tickets for the next game. Tickets can be bought at Ticketsmart's box office in the arena and in the fan zone.
Simply clever.
Raphael, this was a must-win game, and your team played like it. What was your message to the team prior to taking to the ice?
I mean, everybody knew the situation. It was clear we have to win this game, and I think it was pretty good effort from the whole team. I think we set the pace right away from the first period. They had two big chances. Our goalie, Giannoni, made huge saves, kept us in the game, and I think this was for sure the key point. And after we were keep skating, that's our key. We keep skating, and at the end, it was really good performance from the whole team.
At the beginning of the tournament, your team said the quarterfinals were its goal. You've gotten there now. Does the team have another level of play left in it?
I mean, it was a goal from the whole Switzerland, the whole team there, and now we made the first step. I think important is that we're gonna take care of ourselves now. It was a lot of hockey, especially the last 3 games. It was tough. I think now it's important get some time off and focus for the quarterfinals. I think it's important that we find that focus again and play our game.
Well, best of luck in Herning.
Thank you.
The years of training, pushing myself to be the strongest, the sharpest, my dedication to the game, to my teammates who are counting on me to deliver. The nerves of
Not the outcome you wanted, nonetheless, another year next year in the top division. Last game for Dave Henderson. Talk to him about a coach and what influence he's had on you as a player.
It's tough to talk now because he is the only person I knew since I'm in the national team, and he teach us how to play simple and the hard way to always get our goals to stay in the A group. So I think he did this with I don't know, like perfectly, and we are really happy about what he done all his career, and I wish him the best for what he's gonna do now.
Do you have any one special memory that stands out that you'll never forget?
Yeah, of course. I think is in 2007, if I remind good, is the World Championship in China that make us going to the A group in Quebec for the next season. So that was huge. Like everybody was happy, and he's a kind of a like shy person, but he was dancing with us, and it was like great to see him like this. And then it was like 12 years of good memories. Like I can say, like there is tons of good memories with him.
We'll go have some more fun with him tonight.
Thank you.
It's not about the blade. It's the shaving gel that matters. Nivea Men Ultra Glide technology for an ultra close shave without irritating your skin. Nivea Men, the art of shaving.